Hey everybody, welcome to the GMG review. Today we're taking a look at Infinity Code 1 Operation Blackwind from Corvus Belli, which they were kind enough to send along as a complimentary review copy. Now, this is the latest installment, of course, of the two-player battle boxes for Infinity Code 1. If you haven't seen my Let's Play for Code 1 with the original two-player battle box, this is a sort of get you into Infinity, get your toes wet style of game where you have two forces equally balanced, pitted against each other, and absolutely everything you need to play the game. Which I'll crack out and show you, but I'm also going to link up here in the cards the Let's Play from the original one of these boxes, because it kind of covers the thematics of this. And what I'm going to do instead is go through the specifics of what comes in this box, why these two factions are interesting and new, and what they add to Code 1 that wasn't currently available. Because Aleph and the Haqqislam have now been added to the range, which means pretty much all the factions are available for you to try out in Code 1. Which gives you a play experience, which is absolutely Infinity N4, boiled down to sort of its most intense firefighty with maximum 10-man teams, and getting to play with a lot of big toys right out of the gate, but not worry about the minutiae of things like fire teams and hacking and some of the advanced rules that make N4 fantastic, but can be a bit intimidating when you first start playing the game. So let's crack this box open and take a look at what's inside. What's great for current Infinity players is there are a bunch of new profiles in here as well, and if you've never played Infinity before, I think the most important thing that comes in here is this section right here. You get a table with the terrain. Two large buildings, two small buildings, tons of barricades and hollows, and two little hollow stations to break it up, as well as a playable battle mat. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this box with Jordan. He's obviously my friend that plays Haqqislam the most, and therefore he is going to be painting up the Haqqislam side, and I'll paint up the Steelflex side, because I've already got a Steelflex army, for us to do a full Let's Play in the future. And you guys can check out the box right now. So here's Operation Blackwind, the introductory booklet. Now these booklets are designed to get you learning the rules by playing. So there are a number of scenarios. They don't use all the models right away. You get an overview of the factions and the color schemes and stuff like that, and where this is going on. But as you play through your missions going forward, each mission requires you to only have 3 miniatures per side, so just the Delamis and the Thorakides in this one to start off with. And you're learning the core rules. So in this one, it's just moving, dodging, and shooting. That's all you got to worry about. And that's what they're after. It's how to do the active and reactive game sequence. And it introduces more unit types as you go through. So mission 2, Zephyr, introduces more units. So in this one, it's showing you your lieutenant rule. So the special lieutenant order and how lieutenants affect the game. Gives you even a layout for your missions, and you're going to use the Bakhtar and the Hoplite as your two. This one's a lieutenant, this one's not. It's got an HMG. Mission 3 is Gale in the Max Security Vault, which introduces your Bakhtar, your Delamis, and your Hassan Nadir. And then it's Thorakides on the other side. Typhoon, the power plant one, introduces camouflage as a concept, the sniper rifle and multi-sniper rifles, things like multispectral visors. The Lasik, the Gamma Marksman, the Delami, and the Bakhtar are all in this one. And mission 5, the Cyclone in the research lab, is going to introduce your drop troop with his monofluid elemental and DA close combat weapon. He's called an Ectromoy, and then Thyrios, who's the character model, against the Delamis, the Barid, the Bakhtar, and that's it, sorry, the Barid, the Bakhtar, and the Delamis on the other side. So it's cool because it's asymmetrical number of models too. You have more powerful models sometimes on one side, facing kind of lighter miniatures, and they have to work their way around it. And then all your unit profiles. Now, if you are an existing N4 player, the unit profiles have all been added for N4 to Infinity Army. So you can check them out right now. There's some really cool new stuff. Obviously, the Thorakides have been fully reworked. They've lost some things like their MS or their 360 visors, but gained some stuff as well. The Ectromoy became very scary. The Gamma Marksman lost its Mark 12 profile, but gained a in N4. And here they're still Mark 12 in N4, it gained a multi-marksman rifle, which is very cool. Thyrios is a brand new miniature. The Makai Steelflex Operative is brand new. She's in the expanded pack, although not in this box set, along with Eudoros as well. And then the Myrmidons and the Hoplites. This is their full list of available options, basically for Code 1, which is neat. So the Thorakides, the Ectromoy, Gamma Marksman, Thyrios, Eudoros, Makai, Myrmidons, and Hoplites are all in here. And the Hoplite is a brand new heavy infantry miniature, which is super cool. I really like its HMG and Red Fury profile, but and it's just got cool core stats here for Code 1, but it's got total immunity in N4, which is even crazier. And you get some painting advice and modeling advice, and then here's all the stuff currently available. So this is the new stream of stuff available. This was the last one, Crimson Stone, which you watched me paint up, and the original one had Yuching versus Pan-Oceania, which are now available as action packs. So you can still get the Crimson Stone 2-player starter if you're excited about Nomads and Ariadna. And the original Code 1 action stuff has been replaced by the action pack, which you can still buy, which is the 2 armies individually, which is really nice. So there's a look through the introductory booklet and what you can expect. Obviously, here's all the miniatures. You do get cool bespoke dice for both sides. So you're gonna get your Aleph dice and your brand new Haqqislam dice. So these are different from the ones I had before because they were white. So these are a new type of dice, which I think is really cool. All your bases. And if you're new to Infinity, these bases are all pre-drilled for magnets, which is very handy. There's a little magnet holder on them. So if you do want to magnetize your guys, you can. I'm not going to go through, but each of these models is packaged individually. Just needs to have a base put to it. And then if there's ever anything wrong with it, that's the code for the miniature for you to get your parts replaced. And then last but not least, this is the Darpan Xeno Station Scenery Pack. I absolutely love these scenery packs. I've built a couple of them. I built the Crimson Stone one, obviously, and the previous one as well, the original Code 1 one. They are made from super heavy card, absolutely indestructible. I use just a bit of this stuff right here. This is called tacky glue. This is just a white, almost like school glue on it to make them basically indestructible. And they all build 2 ways. So you can see this one, you could build with the second color scheme just by reversing everything and having the other colors be on the outside. But what's even more important is if you've never played this game before, you're not just getting terrain in here, which I'm going to build up. Oh, come on. There we go. Get the plastic off that. You're also going to get a complete set of, where are they in here somewhere? They're probably in the middle. There they are, tokens. And these are fantastic. You get your blast templates, you get your smoke templates, you get all your order tokens for both sides. There's 10 orders per side. And what's great is for Code 1, you never need more than this. You have a full range of supply box tokens, this is the mission ones, but you have 20 order tokens and you can never have more than 10 orders per side plus 2 lieutenant orders. So both players, if you split this with a friend, you have everything you need to play Code 1, and pretty much if you're just buying this for you, you have everything you're going to need for Infinity too. You've got tons of wound counters, 20 order tokens, you only really have 15 in a typical game. Your blast templates, some silhouette markers. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about, but I'm hoping, is these silhouette markers were slightly undersized before. I'm hoping they're punched a little bit bigger this time around. I'm gonna check that out later. And then some measuring sticks too. So you actually have like your range rulers for moving around, and they're done in both inches and centimeters, depending upon where you play and what we wanna use. Cool new art on all these. I actually really like the grays. Like, they look very modern. I like the old ones too. Like, these are very cool. They're very colorful and stuff like that. They're semi-matte, so they don't shine too much, even though I've got like bright lights overhead. The finish is nice and matte, so they look really good in the table. And I'll be honest, I think this color scheme's, the one thing with cardstock terrain is you can see here the card itself in the middle. When you have brightly colored stuff, you kind of see it more. So what I would do normally is if I was gonna try and like obscure that, I would get a Sharpie, like a red Sharpie, and just go over the edge there to make that disappear. You won't probably need to do that when everything's gray, right? So when I pop these out, I'll just pop a barrier out so you can see it. Yeah, because it's gray, it actually stands out way less that it's on gray cardstock. It doesn't pop because the color is so similar, the tones are so similar, and it makes it like almost not require any additional sort of like effort to make the edges look really good. The instructions are on the inside. I've built tons of these, I have no trouble building them. And here's your playmat. So you get the base size playmat for playing the 10 and 15 point size games. The 20, 25 point games would be on a, oh geez. I'm doing this on camera, so of course I've screwed it up. The 20 and 25 point games would be on a 3x4, and then the full like 30 point games would be on a 4x4. So this is more than enough to play your first couple games, your introductory games. Beautifully detailed mat. I think it's actually, it's not high-res photography. Sometimes they actually just put the miniatures down. This one looks like it's been done like digitally and stuff like that. But right out of the box, I think the great thing about Code 1 is it passes what I call the Christmas morning test. You don't need anything except to start popping miniatures on bases and putting your terrain together to be up and playing the game. You have everything you need to play in the box. There's no additional stuff required. And just like the previous 2 versions of this box, Corvus Belli's done a great job of making sure that if you've never played Infinity before, if this is your first Infinity experience, that you have everything you need, including the most important third player in any game of Infinity, which is the table. You have a full table of terrain to play on. And these terrain packs typically become available separately too. So if you are just an N4 player and you want to grab some more of these packs, this is something typically you can buy after a few months of the Code 1 box being out. So look forward to that because it does build two ways. It's reversible, right? So if you just get another one of these packs, you can have a completely different set of terrain out of it, which is really handy, and another player can have a complete set of tokens. I've been giving away, I have so many copies of these. I've been giving all my friends who don't have their own tokens the token set sheets just so they have a complete set of silhouette markers and stuff as well, which is really handy and really nice, and just like, it's a really well thought out product by people who've obviously played the game. So once again, this is a great Code 1 box for any player who's never played Infinity before. And if you just are looking for a great pack of terrain and all the new miniatures, if you're an Infinity player, then you're getting that too. So I think a good value for whatever side of the fence you sit on. And it's going to be available, I think they're selling some at Gen Con right now, and then it'll be available, I think, for pre-order as well this weekend. So big thanks for watching, and big thanks for CB sending along a copy of Operation Blackwind for us to check out. Look forward to us playing the armies, Jordan and I, as we get them painted and seeing them on the paint table. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a good one. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look to the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My two kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.